Warning. This podcast was intended for mature audiences. The intention of the podcast is to be relatively lighthearted, so please do not take anything too seriously. Hope you enjoy it.
I'll do this one. So, intro, yeah. Well, still gonna be kind of awkward, I guess. But episode 2 is yeah. Wait, what do you kind of want me to do? What do you want me to do? Like, actually,
just
scratch
say like
that. Scratch it.
Yeah, just edit it out a bit. Just be like, guys, what's up, guys? Welcome.
What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of our podcast. No, I don't fucking know. Anyway, welcome to episode 2 of our podcast.
Yeah, welcome to episode 2, guys.
I
I
still
think that'll do it.
we didn't do it.
Still here. I mean, to be fair, the first video hasn't. We've uploaded. We just haven't released it yet. That's scheduled for release on Friday night? I think we're doing.
Connor, this is as a duo. This is our longest endeavor. We haven't given up yet.
We haven't
strong.
yet. We've made it more than one. It's great.
Dude, I want to point out. Oh God, Jesus, my.
Oh, yours just went blurry, bro.
Whoa. Wait.
There we go.
I'm getting scammed. Alright, there we go. Oh good. I want to point out that every single time I'm about to start, I'm like, shit, we're about to record, and I like try and fix like my fucking room when the fact is like half it's
that's why I
stuffed
put
as
mine
shit.
on an angle so you can't see the rest of my room.
That's so true.
That's my logic behind it.
That's so good. But yeah, I feel like I'm proud of us, Connor. We're up to episode 2 already. Look at this.
I'm good. It's awesome.
Well, we had a few different things we want to talk about today. A few funny things.
Yeah.
A few stories mainly.
Yeah, today's gonna be a wild ride. Let's just say we've got it in store for you guys, for you listeners this week. That's gonna love. By the end, you'll be gagging. Trust us.
Oh God.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's have a look. What have we got listed? All right. My first thing I wanted to talk about was movies. I know movies is like what? Okay, fucking broad topic, but like,
Yeah.
I've had a bit of a stint in COVID, obviously. I feel like everyone has, watching movies and shit like that, spending like half their life on Netflix. I watched Magic Mike a week ago.
Oh my God.
But like, it was just out of interest, I was like, okay, fuck it, let's watch it. And it was nothing like I thought it would be. Like, it wasn't just like I don't know. I kind of expected it just to be like kind of just stripping with like a really nonchalant storyline. And I was right. I mean,
yeah, you were right.
I was right, but like, it's like they tried really hard to make it like some kind of like, emotional story about stripping, but it just wasn't good. The acting felt really terrible. The The stripping was okay, I don't know. I kind of felt weird. I kind of just like skip 10 every time.
Yeah.
But like the story was just bad.
That as well.
But I just don't know why they tried to make a cool story. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't watched either
Have
of
you
them,
seen it?
so I have no idea.
No, don't watch it. It's not worth it. I was out of interest. I wanted to say it, but what was the hype about it? Was it the fact that it was just stripping? Like, do you know? Or...
I think it was basically because Channing Tatum.
You reckon? Yeah, for sure.
I reckon that's completely it, man. Completely.
Yeah. No, he's not a bad actor, I guess, but I mean, I don't know.
I liked him in 21 Jump Street.
He was good in that. Yeah, he was good.
I liked that movie, yeah.
But I just didn't understand the hype of Magic Mike, dude. I don't know if I'm gonna watch XXL now, dude. It's a bit old.
Yeah, fair. I get you with that.
You watch any movies? Any not particularly good movies, but just movies that have stood out,
What did I watched the Netflix original Babysitter Killer Queen. I think I talked about this.
Yeah.
Because you watched the second and the first, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I didn't.
You watched it the reverse.
I was bored on like a Friday night, and I saw it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this. I don't know what the fuck it is, and then I realized it was the sequel like halfway through the movie, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I have never seen this movie. So.
Fair. See, I watched the first one when it came out nearly. I was like, I'll watch the second. The first was, it was alright. It wasn't bad at all. And then the second came around, and I was so frustrated. If you haven't watched it, there will be spoilers probably.
Yeah.
But
spoiler warning.
Basically, it was frustrating because Melanie was so innocent in the first one, and then the second she was just the devil, literally.
Yeah, true. Well, I mean, if you watch it in reverse, it doesn't really make sense. So I don't know if I can speak to that, but
yeah,
I believe you.
Exactly. I was like, you wanted them to get together. Next minute, she's trying to kill him.
When I watched it, I was kind of confused by like, there was like a bunch of not TikTokers, Vine people in there. like from back in the day
yeah.
or something. And I was like, why are they, you know? I'm so
I
confused.
couldn't tell you at all. It was weird, but
Holy shit.
it wasn't bad. It wasn't
Yeah.
bad.
I mean, I think I watched it with a group of people. I think I watched it with like Lockie and other Lockie. And we were kind of just like the whole time, we were kind of cringing. I'm not gonna lie. It's a bit of a cringe movie in a few different ways, but if you're bored, it's, you know, just watch it. It's
Definitely recommended at least. Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah. What about TV shows? What have you been watching?
TV shows, that's right. Fuck. See, I'm one of those people where like, I want to talk quickly about anime, right? Not like, so I get asked a lot, especially when you're online. It's like, are you a weeb, or like, you know, is this person a weeb? I'm not like one of those people who runs around with like anime shit on their like profile and shit like that. But
you enjoy anime. So.
Yeah, I like watching some anime.
I'm the exact same.
Exactly, but I'm not a weeb. I'm not at all a weeb. No.
Not at all. Like, I wouldn't go out of my way to go to like a convention or anything or cosplay. Yeah. But like, I watched the first 3 seasons of My Hero Academia. I haven't watched the new one.
Neither.
I've watched quite a bit of Naruto. Of course, haven't finished it. First season of One Piece.
Oh shit.
Then couldn't be bothered watching anymore. Then I started Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah, I'm like, I think 10 or 11 episodes in now. So
is it good, or is it like enjoyable? It's a bit slow.
So I'm watching just the original at the moment because that's what's on Netflix. But I'm actually pretty confused at the moment because I think they go back in time a bit.
Oh,
so they started off,
yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're back, and it's just like, but this happened in this order. But how does that work now? It's a bit confusing.
Oh, it's one of those.
But I don't know if that's just me or if I misread it or something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I feel like we're both the same with that. You know, we don't like exclusively just fucking stan anime, but like, if there's a good story or for something we're interesting, we'll watch it. You know,
absolutely.
Exclusively, yeah.
Especially like High School DxD.
Yeah, I remember we watched that in year 12.
Bro, I watched the first season.
Yeah, I watched
the thing is, I actually liked the storyline. I did enjoy the story.
I didn't even know what happened. I was. No, I mean, like, I remember watching the first half with a few of you, but like, yeah. Oh shit! You just froze on the screen. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's fixed.
Oh no. But yeah, I enjoyed the storyline and that. I know other people didn't, but I actually found it quite enjoyable.
Dude, it's like it's not even out of like, you know, out of a joke. It's actually legit. Connor's like, I love the story, dude. Great story. No.
I don't love the story, but it wasn't as bad as other people made it out to be.
No, I agree, dude. Fuck.
Completely and utterly, bro.
General TV shows though, like, I haven't watched much. Like, I really haven't.
Neither. I've started series like what the first episode of Prison Break, and I was like, I just can't be bothered getting into something like, because it's long episodes. There's heaps of seasons. I just can't be bothered.
For sure.
You get what I mean?
No, I get what you mean. Let's think. Actually, no, I don't know. I think I watched a little bit of Suits, but I got kind of bored. It's kind of repetitive.
Yeah. See, I've tried to watch that so many times. First few seasons are great, and I haven't watched the recent ones. I just didn't really have. I lost interest.
For sure. Yeah. I don't know, dude. It's kind of a bit of a. I feel it's not stale, but like everyone seems to just, especially in COVID, they used to.
I feel it's overrated.
Yeah, they also go back to like old shit. You know, like, oh yeah, what are you watching? Oh yeah, I'm watching Friends, or I'm watching, I don't know, some kind of older show, which is fair enough.
Yeah. On the talk of movies and stuff, I bloody watched all of the Harry Potters in 3 days, and I realized that I've never actually watched them all before.
Wait, no way. What one did you miss?
Yeah. So I didn't watch. So I've watched parts of them all, but I've never watched them in full. So I'd watched parts of the Half-Blood Prince and parts of Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2, but never the full thing. So I watched it through, and I was like, oh shit, when did this happen?
Oh shit! Have you read them? I'm assuming you haven't read them.
No. I started to read the first one, but I lost interest, I guess.
No, fair. I mean, like, I get you. I read the first few, I think, and I gave up. But that's fair, dude. Like, I actually didn't think as a kid, I watched them, but if I sat down and watched them now, I would learn a lot, I think. as well.
Yeah, I appreciate them. They're really well made movies. I appreciate them so much more than I did when I was younger.
For sure. I actually reckon it's like one of those things, like, you know how like, you know, our parents would have seen Star Wars Episode 4 in the cinemas, like the original.
Yeah.
Like we were able to see this, you know, it literally came out as we grew up, like the new movies.
Yeah,
would
exactly.
come out, so
The newer ones at least did, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, like, yeah, like, I mean, you know, the Deathly Hallows and shit like that. So at least, you know.
Yeah, Half-Blood Prince did, yeah.
Yeah, so technically, you know, we grew up with it, you know, coming out, and it's cool to have like a series like Harry Potter have that kind of relationship, you know.
Exactly, yeah.
Kind of cool.
And it's I find it awesome how you also watch like Danny Radcliffe and Watson all grow up as well while they're acting throughout the years. It's so well done.
People like Daniel Radcliffe. I know Emma Watson. I've seen her in quite a few movies, but Daniel Radcliffe and Rupert Grint, I barely see them at all.
I haven't seen Rupert Grint in nearly any movies since. I don't think so. I've seen Daniel Radcliffe in a few. He was in Escape from Pastoria. I don't know if you've heard of that.
I don't think I have. No.
It's like I think it's a It's based on a true story about these dudes that escape from Pastoria, which is a prison.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
But yeah, I enjoyed that. And he was in another movie. I can't remember what it's called. It's not off the top of my head.
Was he in Kingsman or something like that? I feel like he was in the second Kingsman. Was he?
He might have been.
He was in something like that. It wasn't Kingsman, but it was something like that. I think he had like a cameo in it. I can't remember. So. But I swear seeing him something like that.
Yeah.
Not off the top
I don't think it was in, because the second Kingsman was with the Golden Circle and the drugs.
Let me actually.
And the first one was with the brain thing, and then all their heads went poof at the end. All the people that had the chip in their heads.
I'm just interested.
Yeah, I'm not sure, man.
Harry, like, sorry, I can call him the actual person.
Harry Potter.
He's actually, like, looking at his list of movies, other than the Harry Potters, he's done a fair few movies. I just don't think he hasn't garnered as much success from each of them as he has Harry Potter. That's right. It was Now You See Me Too. That's right. I don't know.
He was.
It's not really like Kingsman, but it's, you know.
I mean, yeah. I had the same thing in mind. I was like, I know he's like the evil guy in something, but I couldn't remember what.
Yeah. Holy shit. Fuck. I had another. Was it show or movie in mind? No. Watching. Thinking about actors in that movie. Emma Watson. I watched a movie the other night, which I've seen a few times. It's called The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Have you seen it?
I've heard of it. I've never actually watched it though. I never watched it.
It's a good.
Yeah.
I recommend it. You should watch it. You should. It's not long. It's not a long movie. I think it's like an hour and a half. But it's an award-winning film, and it's been out for a while. But I've seen it a few times, and I watched it the other day, and it's a good film. Really good film.
Yeah. I've watched the trailer like quite a few times, and I've seen clips of it, but I just never watching it yet. It's that way with a few films I want to watch. But
what kind of genre are you like fans of? I know personally I'm a fan of like coming of age films. That's like my kind of like my guilty pleasure is coming of age like high school films and shit. How about you? Do you have
I mean I'm always a slut for comedy and action. But like I don't know if you watch it Spencer Confidential or something. It's on
Sounds
Netflix.
familiar, but I haven't heard of it.
Something like that. Anyway, it had Mark Wahlberg in it, but yeah, I enjoyed that. But then again, if you're talking about like guilty pleasures, I enjoy rom-coms. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I do as well.
Like I don't know if you've watched I don't know if it's a Prime original or not, but it's on Amazon Prime, Prime Video, whatever. Jexy.
Haven't heard of it.
I don't know if you've watched it.
I'm having to search up all these movies. Check.
It's a bit like it's basically this AI, pretty much Siri essentially, except it takes over his life and essentially, you know, starts to screw with his relationships. And because he meets this girl and he falls in love, of course, and then Jexy's trying to ruin it because Jexy falls in love with him, etc. etc. I'm not going to spoil it too much, but yeah.
No, I haven't heard of it though. I might check it out then if you think it's worth. I'm a sucker for rom-coms.
I did enjoy it. Yeah.
No, it's another guilty pleasure.
Yeah, of course.
Holy shit. Fuck.
Nah, yeah. I know last week we touched on your interest of music, so.
Oh, that's it.
I know you wanted to talk a bit about that today.
So. Yeah, I actually did. Not particularly just my interest in music, but more broadly, I think I was having this conversation with my mum in the car. She was talking about what artists she likes and stuff like that. And I was telling her how I read something, it was some article of some sort, and it was saying how, like, the industry in terms of, like, artists getting, like, money for their music it's fucked now, because of obviously the nature of pirating stuff in the past. Like, that when that became a thing, they had to implement something like Spotify. But even then, Spotify is not as damn close as good to paying artists as, merch, concerts, CDs, records, stuff like that. So it's actually almost easier in some ways because of social media and stuff. But
it's easier to get a platform, but it's harder to
get money,
income,
actually. Yeah, you have to be like top of the line to...
Like, like you have to be like, Eminem.
Yeah,
right?
basically, yeah. I mean, that's how it's always been, basically. Like, most, like, artists, if you're on a small side, you do it for the labor of love, You do it because you love it. Not because it gives you a lot of money, but even so, it's just interesting how that works, I think.
I agree there.
Oh, fuck. Actually, I also was going to bring up the other day, I think it was Todu when he was streaming. Connor's older brother, who's a...
So for reference, Todu Sager, he's my older brother. He streams on Twitch. That's him.
That's him. Yeah, just for reference. He made some comment when he was streaming, like, oh yeah, Raph, I feel like you have a really good taste in music. I'd be interested to what you say. And people can say that to you, but it's like it's always like, oh yeah, I listen to everything but country. Like,
Yeah, that's literally my brother. He listens to everything but country.
It's like it's one of those things where everyone's like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. Like, but it's like it's almost true. Like, I listen to everything from mainstream, like some mainstream pop, to alternative pop, indie pop, acoustic, vocal percussion. Like, it's actually like, I feel like although people make it out to be some kind of like, oh yeah, just like a default answer, it's kind of true. Like, it's an actual true stereotype.
Like, I don't know if you're in the same boat as me, but a lot of the newer music isn't as good, I'm finding as well.
No, yeah.
Like, I'm discovering songs from 2011, 2009 even, that are better than, like 6ix9ine and all that.
yeah.
Like,
I get you.
I enjoy it. Like, don't get me wrong, I still listen to like a bit of Oz rap, so like Hilltop Hoods, all them, a bit of Fall Out Boy, Green Day, but then on the other end of the spectrum, I'm listening to like Taofu, all those guys that do like, the sort of mellow, sad sort of music.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with you entirely. Like, I listen to a lot of nostalgic pop as well, like from the past.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I also listen to, if it's going to be modern day, it's usually like on the alternative side, and that's such a fucking stereotype as well. But like, actually, to be honest, I know you and a lot of like our friends we have, they listen to a lot of, is it rap? Is it considered rap music? Like Hilltop Hoods and stuff like that? And like NF people?
Yeah, so NF's, I think they consider that like, it's I think they're classified as Christian rap, but it's not.
Christian rap? What's
Christian rap?
Wait, what?
Because it's basically because he's a Christian, and he follows his faith to the note, and he doesn't tour any songs and he promotes it, so I guess there's that. But yeah, like Oz rap, like Hilltop, that's Australian rap.
Yeah. Okay, I've actually like been one of those people who doesn't like rap at all, personally, just as I've grown up, but I'm actually like exposing myself to not like actual straight up rap music, but like little bits of rap, and it's starting to warm up. So
yeah, like a bit of melodies with the rap.
Yeah. A few different people.
I don't know if you've heard it. Ed Sheeran did a collab with Eminem and 50 Cent. Remember the name?
Yeah, I think I've heard that from a while ago. Yeah.
I only recently found the song, and I really love it. It's because it's got Ed Sheeran's voice, and like it's nearly him rapping as well.
Okay, yeah.
But it's not borderline, and then of course iconic Eminem, and then 50 Cent. No, I'm not too fond of, but he still does a great job.
Yeah,
there's no denying.
I'll check it out, dude. I'll write it down.
Yeah. For sure, man. For sure.
And wait, so Ed Sheeran, 50 Cent, and Eminem.
And Eminem, yeah.
Alright, hell yeah. That's cool though. I just thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
You should how about your music career, Connor?
My music career is popping. I developed a song not recently. I think what year did I do it? Year 10. So that was about 3 years ago. I developed a song. I called it Ufta Lumpa, so OOFTA Basically,
Holy shit.
based off Oompa Loompa from Walker in the Chocolate Factory.
Holy
But
shit.
still, it was just basically a bunch of pre-recorded sounds all snipped together.
Yeah, but what a track, man! What an
Bro,
absolute.
it's
banger.
iconic now. That's the
Dude.
thing. It's iconic.
When I went to Groove in the Mood, Dylan Francis had it like on his lineup, dude, like straight up.
Oh yeah, for
and
sure,
the
man.
crowd went crazy, dude.
I know. They didn't even know it was me. That's the sad thing, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
He actually.
Heartbroken.
There's actually a story that happened, and turns out Dylan Francis actually stole Connor's song. It's like straight up. It's a big deal.
Bro.
Search it up.
Yeah.
Actually,
It's crazy. Like I was trying to pursue legal, but they wouldn't let me. Oh man.
Big fish against little fish, man.
Exactly.
Fuck
it's
corporate,
ridiculous.
You know?
Oh.
It's a
Corporate
classic.
companies do be ruling the world right now.
Dude, underdog story. No, but literally, I'll probably just like edit in a little bit of the track if you want to hear it. We'll link
I
it.
don't think we should do that. We'll
Don't
link it
wanna
in
do
the
that?
description. We'll link it in the description.
Alright, we're not going to get a live reaction then. We'll just link
Yeah,
it.
no,
And if you
we're not
want to
doing a
listen to the
live
track, alright. Hell yeah, dude. On the note of music again, not really about music careers, but I have, back in the day, you know, you had your iPod, you know, you had your separate device just for listening to music.
Of course, I had the little iPod Shuffle that I used, the blue one.
My sister, I remember, had an iPod Nano and it had like the buttons and shit. I had the shuffle, but it was just the stick. Is that what you're talking about? The one that's a stick and you just have like, there's only like the on and off button?
Nah.
Oh.
It was a little square one that I had. It might have been of the Shuffle that was the stick. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, my sister had this ones with the buttons on it. Mine was like a stick, and it's literally just a stick where the headphone goes in, and there's an off and on, and a shuffle button, and not a shuffle button. And obviously, it was the classic, like, whenever I wanted to get some fucking absolute hardcore tunes, you'd have to get, like, a disc and burn the disc on iTunes.
Yeah.
And
I know all about that.
So fucking
I remember
classic.
we've got an MP3, like a little MP3 one as well, like a bit of a stick. It's somewhere in the house, but yeah, exactly. We had to do the same stuff.
That's so good.
It was
So
it's
classic.
nostalgic, yeah.
Dude, I used to listen to a lot of music from, like, people that weren't available on Spotify. Obviously, it costs money and stuff to be on Spotify. So I always used to use, you know, I think everyone used to use it to an extent, like PlayTube and iTube and all that shit to like download it. But it got removed, you know, and it's only available on certain old devices. So throughout,
Or if you like jailbreak it.
Exactly. And I remember I have a jailbroken iPhone 4 here. This is an actual. I charged it just for this episode. It's an iPhone. Like iPhone 4, literally. It's my Jesus Christ. It's my dad's old one that he gave to me ages ago, and I had to use this throughout high school because I always used to break my phone. I used to always jump in the pool with it in my pocket. I had like good phones, and I'm like, dude, I'm not spending money on a good phone. So I literally have. You probably can't see it. It's gonna be fucking scuffed quality.
Yeah, no, you can't see it.
There's PlayTube anyway. PlayTube, and I've actually got some tracks on here from like ages ago, like from when I was a kid. Like,
give us some.
Dude, I have like, let me have a look. Let me open it up. Let me open this baby up.
Let's open it up, baby.
My point was like about this iPhone, like is as like, you know, it's essentially as my MP3 was like, there's some like songs that people or videos that people release on here that I have like saved in my cache history or whatever that they've actually deleted. So I technically like I have content only place in the world.
Few copies in the world, yeah.
Exactly. I could sell this.
There's probably a re-upload somewhere on YouTube.
Yeah, probably.
Still.
What do I have that's old here? God, it's so fucking slow actually, because it is iOS like.
iOS what?
I actually don't know. It's an iPhone
iOS
4,
8
but
probably.
Probably.
Something like that. It's not older.
It's not even opening, dude. Please open.
Oh no. Well, while it's opening, I guess. Did it open?
Nah, it's fucking. Wait, this might be the most tragic moment in history.
Might be the most tragic moment in history.
No, it's like my
Was
iPhone's...
it working earlier?
It was working earlier. I charged it earlier.
Oh, no.
I didn't turn it on earlier, but I mean, I'll try later. That's alright. Anyway, the story still counts. You know, it's a relic of the past. It's a relic of the past.
Exactly. On topic of what was my first phone? Mine was it was the little it was like a GPS sort of phone.
Wait,
I remember it so. It was weird. So I got it off my uncle. He had real old phone. This is probably when I was I would have been, I think, year 5. I would have been, I think, from memory. And it was a slide phone. It wasn't a flip phone or anything, but it was a slide phone. And it slid out. It had a keyboard and stuff. And all you could do was Google and GPS. That's all that was on it. And I was like, well, this is horrible. I can't use it. But it was just weird for me to have a phone. Yeah.
So you got your first phone in year 5. That's pretty cool.
I think so, yeah. I mean, it didn't really count because I couldn't call anyone or anything, but yeah.
That's so funny though. I got my first phone in like year 8 or 9, and I remember when I got to school in year 7, when people would ask for each other's phone numbers, I would just give them my mum's phone number, so that whenever they wanted to send, it was embarrassing. Anyway.
I mean, at least people ask for your phone number. Nobody ever asks for mine.
Oh Jesus, dude.
No, a few people have it today,
Yeah.
but not hell of a lot. I mean,
Oh my
yeah,
god.
it's alright.
It's funny. God. Well, I mean, I feel like I see people now who are like literally like year 4 and they have like iPhone 8s or whatever.
Oh yeah, literally.
Crazy.
Like I don't even. I mean, don't get me wrong. I bought a Samsung S20, but that was only this year, and I bought it myself. So
Yeah. I mean, like it's more about the age. Like, you know, people need it. I guess. Early, you know.
It's necessary. Like the only reason I got a phone in year, well, I then upgraded, of course, in year 6. I got it so because I live a bit out of town, and if I had to get off in town, my parents weren't there or whatever, I could just call them. I didn't look at my siblings to use their phones or whatever. So that's the only reason I got one. And that's all I had on it was literally. And then I got a newer one, which I put music on and all that. But that wasn't until I think year 7 or 8 again, same as you.
No, I think the only reason I was allowed to get one is because my parents divorced, so I needed to call both of them. So I was like, fuck it, just have a phone. I was like, okay, hell yeah.
Yeah, just here, have this.
Dude,
Fair enough.
I had a good story, not a good story, but like, a story from this week. COVID story.
Bring it on.
It's, you know, it's not like a sad COVID story, but every week on the weekend I try and go to my grandparents' house to, like, you know, help them out, caretaker.
Yeah, that's good of you, man.
Like do stuff for them, like, you know, clean, cook. Well, my grandma cooks, but, you know, clean and stuff like that. Do handyman stuff, and
Yeah.
like I'm also like the dedicated, you know, tech man, because, like, you know, if they have tech questions, I'm the man.
Yeah, of course, that's us.
Yeah. And one thing I notice is it's hard, first of all, to communicate because they ask really weird questions sometimes because they don't understand how it works, like to do certain things, and you have to like troubleshoot it, and half the time I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of trial and error. But my grandpa, like, I launched on his phone the other day, and he literally had, like, as soon as I cleared his notifications, because it had a bunch of like, oh yeah, spin the wheel, get a free iPhone and shit like that. Every time I cleared his notifications, they would just keep coming back. Like, like 50 in a row. It would be like, ba-ding, 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 like stacking them up. And I was like, I don't even know what you've done. Like, I literally don't know. And I went on Chrome, and it's just 50 tabs of, like, you know, like almost like Pornhub ads, like spin the wheel, like a bunch of malware. And I don't know if he actually like accidentally clicked on one, because he might.
Is it an older phone as well, or?
It's like one of those like kind of budget smartphones, you know. It's like one of those kind of like Galaxy, not a Galaxy, but it's Samsung. You know what I'm
like
talking about.
Samsung A30 or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe no, that's the new one, but still, nah, it's actually hard to get malware on phones. Though.
I know, and he literally, it's fucked. You can't even use it. Like, I don't even know what to do with it. I'm like, can I just like, break it with a hammer? I'll give you my iPhone 4. Like, no.
My iPhone 4, you can have it.
But yeah, I just thought it was like,
burn it.
How did he do it? He must have clicked on a bunch of shit. Like,
literally, he must have been doing something he shouldn't be.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I thought it was funny.
That is, yeah.
Also, when I was at my grandma's house last time, she asked me to, like, fix a door that had been broken, and she's like, okay, you can use any of the tools in the shed, just fix the door. And I'm like, I've never done any of this shit before, I'm not a fucking handyman. So it literally took me like 4 hours to fix like the hinge of a door, and I was like trying to be, and okay, obviously I didn't, like, we had a few tools. I was using like the grinder thing that goes on, and like you turn it on and like you grind shit with it.
Why
like,
would you be using that to fix the door?
I don't know. I was like just messing around with a bunch of shit, and like I didn't realize that if I would, you know, try and grind it, it would actually burn the wood and shit like that.
Oh my god.
So like I fucked it up, and I was like, I ended up just using a staple gun on a piece of wood, and I just stapled it. I literally just staple gunned it.
Why didn't you just get like a few screws or something and grab a drill? And...
I didn't realize that with a screw that you can, like, when you screw it in, it just like stays in, you know. I didn't realize that. I thought you had to have like a nut and a bolt.
Man.
No, that's different. Is that nut and a bolt's different? You have nut and then bolt, and then See, I got nut and bolt and screw confused.
There's your
classic mistake.
Yeah. Classic
But,
mistake.
I mean-
See, that's me. I used to get nails and screws mixed up all the time. Like, I'd be
Dude.
trying to help Dad build something, and he'd go, grab the screws. I'd just grab nails. And I'd be like, here in my tiny, like, 4-year-old hands holding up nails. And he's
Holy
just like,
shit.
no, not those ones.
That's a classic, dude. That's such a classic.
Oh.
I remember cleaning her, like her pruning her trees, and I had to climb up on top of the roof, like on top of the tank, and I literally like nearly cracked the tank because of like how fucking old and like rusted it was. That was crazy.
my God.
When I was in the studio as well, one more thing, that's what I want to talk about. In the studio when I was looking for tools, she has like a bunch of miscellaneous stuff because she's like an artist and she does sculpting and stuff.
Yeah,
But
that's awesome.
she has an old wheelchair, and I jumped wheelchair. I hadn't used a wheelchair before, but like they're actually really fun to use. Like I was trying to like pop wheelies and stuff by like going back and forward,
God.
and I ended up just eating shit like
Eating
so
shit,
many
going
times.
backwards too
'cause,
far.
dude. It's an insane talent to be able to actually control it.
Oh,
because,
yeah,
like,
for sure.
and even to like hold yourself up while doing a wheelie, like you have to have such good arm strength. It's crazy.
It's a mixture of arm strength and, balancing your center of gravity, basic physics principles.
Dude, I dropped out of science. I don't know anything.
BCE physics got my back.
Dude, that's fucked. Dude, we have written down here, dude, Connor's injuries.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, I have injured myself a lot. It's just that. Where do we want to start? Raph?
Well, I
do you
mean,
think?
we were just talking about the wheelchair there, and I talking about how many times they stacked Nate shit. I think I don't know. Should we start
Well,
with an iconic story, or what do you want to start with, Connor? I don't know. Should we go a timeline, or?
All right, we'll do a time. We'll do a timeline.
All right,
So
unless-
my first injury, I broke my arm. I don't remember which arm. I know I broke my left arm 3 times and my right arm once. Spoilers, might I add. I broke my arm. I don't know how old I was. I broke that on the trampoline. My brother rolled over my arm and broke it, of course. Second time, yeah, this is funny. So my brother, he had one of his friends over from school, right? I think I would have been prep maybe for this one. He had a friend over and they were jumping on the PlayStation. Yeah, it would have been PS2 at that point, I think.
Classic.
And I was just screwing around, messing around, and I jumped up on the back of the couch. And I was walking because we had a hard back couch. It was arched as well, so I was walking over the back, and then I just fell, and I just literally fell. It was only like a meter drop, but I broke my arm.
Shit, dude.
It was that was my brother was not happy one bit.
Holy shit.
His friend got sent home. We had to go to the hospital. Oh, it was
Holy
a mess.
shit. Dude, if you break your arm like that many times, surely does it like overall fuck your arm or like?
Well, I don't know if my elbows are double jointed as well.
Yeah, you've shown me. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, that's pretty whack. All right, I'll go into my next broken arm. I just realized this happened before I was actually at primary school, but it happened at the primary school. I wasn't, enrolled there, but I was there, of course, because my siblings. I don't know if Australian kids, you might remember this. Schools used to have like a big, I don't know, different colors, but my school had a big blue sort of like chain climbing frame. I don't know if anybody else had that sort of thing, but yeah, I would have been, I don't know, 3 or 4, probably something like that. And I was climbing that, fell off, shattered my arm.
Holy shit.
You know how it is. And then this brings us to our last broken arm. Again, happened at school. This was year 3 or 4. This one scarred me for life.
Like literally or metaphorically?
Metaphorically,
Okay.
mentally scarred me. So at my school, I don't know if your primary school. This is another thing. Do you remember primary schools like playing music before they rang the bell?
Yes, I do.
How iconic is that? I don't know if that's just another thing.
Holy
That's
shit.
iconic.
It is.
Nonetheless, the music started playing. Right, we were playing on the, I don't know what we were playing, probably tag or something like that. And we were playing. The music started going. I was at the top of the slide. I decided, you know what? I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna jump off the slide. Not a good idea. I can tell you that from my 4-year-old screams.
Trying to flex, dude.
I was just trying to assert dominance. But yeah, I fell. I broke my arm, and I just remember laying there, bawling my eyes out, watch everybody just walk past, staring at me, bawling my eyes out,
Oh.
and only one person stopped to help me. I remember that. Then the bell went, and we walked around the whole school. Other people that was in my year, of course, as well. The whole school, because we'd line up outside as well. It was during summer, so we'd line up outside, and the principal would say a few words, and then they saw me come around the corner, bawling my eyes out, and everyone was like, "What just happened?"
Poor Connor.
Oh, that was funny. Man, I've got too many injuries for this to discuss them all.
I know, dude. That's like.
But we're bringing it up to the good part. The good part
Okay.
that we've all been waiting for. I went to a new school in year 5, which I then was at until year 12, which was the same school as Raph and a lot of my friends, obviously. So I basically was on crutches from year 5 through to year 8. Different injuries, different years. I was always on crutches once a year for those years, and then again in year 10 and 11. Funny enough. In year 5, I don't remember what I did. Year 6, I don't remember what I did. Year 7 though. Year 7, this is funny. I was playing basketball right at my house, and I was running. The ball started going down the hill. I ran after it, ran down the hill, and I hyperextended my knee and strained my MCL and ACL.
Jesus.
So that was just from running down a hill. So it was a really, it's not a good way to explain how I ruined my knee. But nonetheless, then I was on crutches, and of course one day at school, Raph knows this.
Yeah.
This actually happened twice though, fun fact.
Did it? I didn't know that.
Well, alright, so at my school we've got these metal stairs, or half metal stairs, that have a metal grate on them. And I didn't realize, but because I was on crutches, and it had the metal rod was poking through the little rubber bits on the end. And the first time I was going up the stairs, and my crutch slipped, and I didn't do anything bad. It just slipped, and I was like, "Oh, what just happened?" That's all fine though. I went about my day. A few days later though, and I think, what was it? Did we have a assembly or something in the morning?
I can't remember. I just remember being one of the people passing by as it happened and seeing it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I think we're coming back from assembly, and
something like that.
I started going up the stairs, but on the crutches, hobbling up, and then my crutch went because I put all my weight on it. I went with it, and not only did I just fall over, I fell and rolled off the stairs.
And it's like a fucking drop off. It's like a death pit.
Yeah, it's like a 1.5 meter drop.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. And this is year 7 me, and I was just sitting there crying again, and nobody was helping again.
I think it was one of those situations where it was like,
Wait, yeah,
like,
don't know what to do.
I know we got I know teachers came. We got teachers because it's like,
Yeah.
But like, you looked like you were in pain, and just like it happened out of nowhere. It was like it's so quick.
Literally.
That would have been fucked, dude.
It was. Oh, I don't know if I told that well or not, but
Dude, I mean, it's one of those ones where like you can tell its significance by the fact that everyone knows it. Like it's like the story,
Exactly.
but like it's I feel like you had to kind of be there as well. It's like one of those things.
yeah, be there at the moment. Yeah. I mean, in between, I've done a lot of other injuries. I've fractured my back, all that stuff. What about you? Have you had any injuries in your life?
I'm not compared to you. You've topped me by a lot. I mean, you play a lot more contact sports by the sound of it. So
Yeah, but I've only, I've torn my ankle from basketball on a few occasions, and fractured my back playing footy. That's it. That's all I've done playing contact sports.
I'm surprised I haven't like pulled something like I would pull things obviously here and there, but like I haven't like fucked something bad playing tennis like with the explosive movement. But like, I mean, when I was young, an iconic one like in my mind, I used to have like a Harry Potter like scar on my nose. Like that was like my Harry Potter scar on the forehead.
Yeah.
It used to be.
I did that.
It's really faint, but like it used to be kind of big. It's like it's not like some epic like football anything. It's like it was literally just me being a fat cunt. I was like lying down on like a hot summer day, just like on the cool tiles, and my dad was eating ice cream over me, and I was lying under him, and he dropped the bowl of ice cream on my nose, and the bowl shattered and broke my nose. Like, yeah, I know.
Ow.
What an athletic
That would
story.
hurt a lot.
Yeah, I was a kid. I mean, how old was I? 6 or something?
Something like that.
But-
I remember another time, Riley, my brother, again, he threw a rock at my head. He threw the rock straight at my head, and the head bleeds a lot. Like, it bleeds a lot.
There's a lot of blood in there, dude.
I don't think my parents were home. It was an hour. So my grandparents, of course, they were there, and they didn't know what to do because I was bleeding from the head. I mean, it wasn't because the head bleeds a lot. It wasn't a bad injury. It was just a lot of blood, and especially through my blonde hair, it's just blood.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
That's.
So I think it's all the bad injuries of my life.
I mean, I fucked my sister's eyesight up when I was a kid. We were on the trampoline once, and she jumped off the trampoline, and I couldn't see her, and I jumped off the trampoline as well, and my teeth went into the top of her head. And
whoa,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, her eyesight is.
Bro.
She had to get glasses after that.
That's crazy.
It's one of those things where,
man.
like, she can't blame me for it though. I couldn't even see her. Like, she was like invis, dude. Like, I just sent off the trampoline. But I mean.
And now you need glasses as well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't really have terrible injuries. I mean, there's more small minor ones. I mean, I told you at the time I used to do taekwondo when I was a kid, and I was sparring someone.
Yeah.
And she was literally double my age at the time, and I was blocking, and I like let my guard down, and she kicked my like floppy hand, and she broke my knuckle, which is fair enough. I deserved it. But it was funny. And then yeah, that's it. And I one time broke my finger on Benny P in year 9, I think. Yeah, year 9 or 10.
I remember that. Yeah.
I didn't even know it was broken at the time. I literally tripped over and was like, "Ow, that really fucking hurt." I tripped into him and my finger went into him like this, and then I broke it. And then I went to the nurse. I'm like, "Hey, so my finger really hurts. It wasn't breaking your finger or the way I broke it. It wasn't like excruciating pain. It was it was bad, but it wasn't that bad." And I said, "I've hurt my finger. What can you do?" Obviously, she gives me a fucking band-aid and an ice pack.
Yeah, basically that's what she did.
And then I went to the doctor.
Yeah.
Oh shit! So you just lagged out for me. Fucking Discord.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying band-aids. That's what all the school nurses do these days.
True. And then I just went to the doctor and they said, "You broke your finger." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Thanks, nurse," whatever her name is. But, other than that, nothing too bad.
Yeah, fair.
Holy shit, dude. What time? Are we running out of time, or are we like...
We are currently sitting at, what? We started a bit early, so like 40 minutes roughly.
Yeah, true. 40. Should we one more? I think we have time for one more. I think we can talk about
for our backup topic.
Yeah. I think we have
Alrighty.
time. All right.
So, do you want to?
No, you go.
All right. So I'm pretty sure like every school sort of did this to some extent, just like inter-school sort of sports. Inter-school, yeah. So between other schools, and you had rivalries, etc. Rivalries. We sort of praised academics over sports.
Yeah, for sure.
Our school, I found, for sure. And we entered a new competition. I think we started in this competition a year, something like that. And I didn't really compete in much. Like, I did orienteering, and, I think that's about it, really. Orienteering was my yearly thing, and don't get me wrong, I love it. In year 11 and 12, I decided to change it up a bit, and I decided that, I was going to play soccer. Now, mind you, I've never played soccer in my life. I've played in basketball, and I don't know about you, but use your hands for those sports a lot. Now, I actually didn't do too badly, surprisingly. Fun?
You played FIFA. We played FIFA, so
we played FIFA.
That's all the experience you need.
Oh, yeah, sure. So year 11, the year 11 year went by all right. I mean, I think we lost first round of finals. We weren't too fast. I mean, the year 12s were pretty pissed that we were just taking the piss, of course. And then the year 12, when I was in year 12, so this was last year.
Was it? It was last year.
It was last year.
Oh, damn.
Bro, so this is last year. This is recent. We decided to, have a crack at it again, and both of our mates, Cooper, he is very talented at soccer. And we had a few other kids that were, again, really good at soccer on our team. And we ended up making it like, all right, I think there needs to be a bit of context as well. I'm not a striker or anything as well. Like, I'm more like a center defensive mid and like left back sort of player. But nonetheless, we we'd won all our games so first day we won, I think, most of our games. Second day comes around. No, am I getting this wrong?
I don't know, dude. I don't remember the story.
We only won one game on our first. So it's a 2-day tournament. We won one game, and I think we lost or drew the rest. Second day comes around. It's finals day. We play the first match. Goes to penalties. We win. We win at penalties. Second game comes around. It goes to penalties. And of course, we win penalties. Third game comes around. Grand final. We made it to the grand final having won one game through scoring actual goals. And I was trying to stay right at the end so I didn't have to, shoot. I think I was third from the end or something. And this was after, our 2 subs and everything as well on that. And of course, all of our good people went first, and some scored, some missed, and it came to me. It came all the way down to me. I was what number? I don't know what I was number. I was number 12 or something out of 13 or 15 or something like that. It was ridiculous. It shouldn't have got that far at all. It came to me, the hero of the day. They call me now. I walked up. I strutted up to the line, looked at the ball, planted my feet like Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, not just Ronaldo. And the ball, I looked at the umpire, referee, whatever you want to call him. He blew his whistle. Go ahead. I looked at him. I looked away. I kept my eyes away. I ran up to the ball, and I kicked it, and it went along the ground. It rolled along the ground and into his arms. And he just curled it up, and the rest of the team just came running past to celebrate because it was the game winner for them. And I was just standing there, just oh shit, my bad, guys. Oh man, choked under pressure.
Dude, that's funny as fuck. Did you toe poke it, or were you trying to knuckleball it or some shit?
I was just trying to kick it hard, and I just hit the top of the ball because I wasn't looking at the ball either.
Oh.
I was looking just at the net.
Oh, that's funny, dude. Fuck, that would have been so gold to be there, dude. Fuck.
Oh man.
That's so
and then what you do at interschool?
Me? We did a few interschool sports. I did table tennis. There's always a bunch of sweaty people at table tennis, and at tennis as well. But hockey was the one that stuck with me because it's a team sport. And our team and our school, Braemar, sucked at hockey. We actually broke a record. We had a few we had a few really good, it was similar to yours. We had a few really good players who actually played the sport, and the rest of us were just playing, So obviously, if you have a few good players in a team sport, you play around them. So, you help them as much to win. And I did it 2 years in a row. I could have done it more, but I don't know, I just didn't do it. I probably should have done it. It was good fun. But the school hadn't scored a point, a singular point, not won a game.
And this is talking about the whole competition. They never scored a point.
In years. And the first year I went, we scored a goal with a girl named Ellie Jackman, and she actually played the sport, and she was super good. But it was a massive team effort, and it was super fun. But holy shit, it's a tiring sport. It's actually so fucking tiring.
Yeah,
and
looks it, man.
There's so many we verse teams with really tall dudes and big people, and dude, I thought I'm 6'1", so I'm not tall, but they're all super strong and fit, and Jesus Christ, I got fucking rolled. But we were so happy when we scored the goal, and then apparently, we did it again when we went the next year. But also, the year that I didn't go, we scored 5 goals. Yeah, so I think I was just an anchor.
They made it to the semi-finals, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, dude. To be honest, the only common denominator was me not being there, so I'm an anchor. Yeah. That's what I learned from the story.
Can't say that.
Can't play team games, dude. But anyway, it was just one of those things where it was the goal that we had was so little, but it was so monumental, just scoring a goal. And it was just, sure, when we got it as a team, it was so a good moment. It was kind of bomb.
That's whack.
All right, dude.
Absolutely whack.
We're clocking in pretty high for time.
I think that concludes tonight's podcast.
Episode 2. Dude, I'm actually, I said it before, but I'm actually proud of us, dude, for getting 2 episodes in.
I am.
And I'm having a good time. It's good.
We recorded our first episode, Friday night? And tonight's Monday night. We're doing our second already. We haven't even actually released the first one.
No.
We're preempting it. So hopefully, we're getting a few comments by the time we record next week, because our aim is to record every Monday night then upload it every Friday night or Friday afternoon. That's our goal at the moment. We don't know if that's going to work every week, of course, but that's what we're hoping for. That's why we're also recording a week in advance, so we have some leeway in case we miss a week or it's like for some unforeseen event.
I think
yeah.
the first few weeks are going to be us getting used to like what people want or like what we want to do or what we find fun. I mean, like these conversations are already fun as it is, but I mean, it'll get better as time goes on inevitably, because you know the more experience, the better things we can do, and you know, I'm looking forward to it, dude. I'm having fun. I'm still having fun. 2 episodes in.
It's so good. I guess we'll conclude this episode here. Thank you all for listening. If you're listening on Spotify or you're watching us on YouTube, thanks for being here. If you're watching on YouTube, got a few links in the descriptions, you know, brother's channel, a few other things that might be relevant. So feel free to please subscribe, hit that like button, and of course follow us on our socials, and of course Spotify.
Dude, but it's all gonna be plugged in the description. I mean,
we're just gonna plug everything.
I don't want to ruin Connor's like YouTube outro, but yeah, it's all gonna be in the description. So
yeah,
right.
In the description, guys. We'll see you next time.
Gotcha.
Raph, high five.
Oh god, dude, it's not gonna work because you're on the right side for me. You're on the right side.
Oh no.
So if you go that way, it's gonna be like that way. I mean, it's
on
not
your
gonna work.
screen. So
yeah, it's gonna be this way.
We're uploading on 3, 2, 1.
There we go.
Does that work?
Yeah, that worked.
Yep.
That worked.
All right.
Nice.
Bye, everyone.
Right,
that was bad.